Uy, pumasok na si Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. Itong phone na ito is sobrang hype ngayon. Imagine mo, umabot to sa mga reviewers from the industry na galit sa mga non-official release na phones, tuwang-tuwa dito sa phone na ito. Hype na hype sila dito sa phone na ito. So, shall we join in the hype? Panoorin niyo muna itong video na ito. So guys, itong Google Pixel 9 Pro XL na may 16 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage, nabili ko to ng 66,000 pesos sa Team Friday's Marketplace. I'll be posting the link on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede ma-pre-order, and it comes together with a free case and a free dome glass installation from Queen Kim Dome Glass. Now guys, did you know na itong Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, meron siyang 7 major na Android updates? So meaning, this is already running Android 14, so Android 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So isipin mo aabot ka ng Android 21 if you buy this phone. And guys, another thing, siguro tatanungin niyo sa akin kung gumana ang 5G dito sa Pilipinas. Yes, gumagana ang 5G ni Globe and ni Smart dito sa Pixel 9 Pro XL. Na-test ko na yan. So pagdating sa design nito, I love the feel. Pero feeling ko, nung Google Pixel 8 Pro, parang mas solid ang feel. This time around, medyo pag tinignan mo sa side, uy, iPhone. Pag tinignan mo sa kabilang side,
uy, iPhone.
At pag tinignan mo siya ng ganito, nang hindi naka-punch hole,
uy, iPhone.
Pero pag nakita mo tong likod niya, alam na natin na it's a signature Google Pixel phone. So as usual, nakaumbuka ka ng camera bump, which is very unique sa Google Pixel. Laging tawag ko dito is the Cyclops na camera bump. And another thing na napansin ko dito is medyo madulas dito sa sides. Kasi shiny ang finish niya. Lalo na kung nag-video ka ng ganito, there are times na medyo nagsislip siya sa aking kamay. Kailangan mo ingatan and you have to put on a case. Just in case. Overall, the feel is good, pero pag hinawakan mo ang 15 Pro Max, medyo mas solid ang 15 Pro Max kaysa itong Google Pixel 9 Pro. And another thing na natutunan ko kay Jerry Riggs Everything Idol natin, nung tinear down na itong phone na ito, pinahirapan ni Google na i-repair itong phone na ito. So, demerit yan para kay Google. So, this phone comes in several colors. Meron siyang porcelain, rose quartz, hazel, and obsidian. Hawak natin is definitely the obsidian, ang pinaka-basic na color. Now, this phone is being equipped with the latest na Google Tensor 4. It's a 4nm chip na gawa ni Google, and it was able to score me a 1.31 million points dito sa Antutu benchmark, which for me, mas mataas pa nga si Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. And this is the breakdown score. Nung sinalang ko siya sa Wildlife Extreme, nakakuha siya ng 2570 points dito sa kanyang loop score, and 80% ang kanyang stability. Ito naman, nakuha ko dito sa CPU benchmarking dito sa Geekbench, and GPU benchmarking. Nothing unusual naman sa Google Tensor dahil si Tensor 3 is looking almost the same as well. Pero malalaman naman natin ang performance later pagdating sa gaming. Now, this phone has a 5,060 mAh na battery, which can support up to 37 watts na fast charging. 23 watts ang kanyang wireless charging capability, and 12 watts ang kanyang reverse wireless charging. Sad to say, wala kang makuha ang charging brick dito sa loob ng kanyang package, but you can always buy this one. This is one of my highly recommended na charger. It's a U-Green na Nexode 45 watts na GAN charger. Very small, very portable, dalawa pa ang kanyang USB Type-C. Perfect na perfect for your Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. Link on the description. Now, one thing na napansin ko dito sa Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is that parang medyo mas na-enhance ang kanyang battery. Sa Google Pixel 8 Pro, nagreklamo ako na mabilis mag-drain ang kanyang battery. But this time, it seems to be able to last me for a whole day. Though medyo matakaw pa rin naman siya, pero kaya naman na magtagal ng one whole day as long as you're using it normally. Normally meaning occasionally using the phone for socials, for video, for light gaming, kaya naman niya. But once na nag-heavy gaming ka dito, saglit lang simot ng yung battery. Now, nung sinalang ko siya sa battery stress test, under 50% brightness and 60 Hz na screen refresh rate, grabe nagulat ako dito sa kanya. 16 hours and 45 minutes na nakuha niya. Medyo doubtful ako, kaya inulit ko tong test na ito. And I got almost the same result at around mga 16 hours and a half. So, yeah, not so bad itong phone na ito. I guess in-improve na nila ang kanyang battery efficiency. Hopefully, tumagal. Napag-usapan na natin ang kanyang display. I like the display dito sa Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. It's really nice, vibrant ang kanyang colors. And one thing to like dito sa kanya is very symmetrical ang kanyang bezels dito. Not the thinnest in the industry, pero maganda ang kanyang pagkagawa dito. This one has a 6.8-inch na LTPO na OLED display with 120Hz of screen refresh rate and ang kanyang max brightness at 3,000 nits. It is also protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Ang gilid niya is aluminum side frames and ang likod niya is also a Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2. So, ensured ka protected na protected the phone mo. But one thing napansin ko dito is parang wala siya naka-pre-install na screen protector dito sa phone na ito. Kasi parang walang bakat and smooth naman ang hawak ko dito. So, parang feeling mo walang screen protector na nakakabit. Now, every time na naging smudgy tong phone ko, ito ang gamit ko. Ang Pixel na screen cleaner that adds oleophobic coating dito sa yung screen. Medyo pampadulas to ng screen, especially when you're a gamer. Every spray sa screen niya, 3 spray ang ginagawa ko. On top, on the middle, and at the bottom. Then pupunasan ko lang siya just like this. After that, yun, smooth na uli ang aking screen. Link on the description. Na kung ginagamit mo to for social media consumption, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or just simply browsing sa YouTube Shorts, expect mo one of the best na magagamit mo for social media consumption. Dahil this is probably one of the better screens na nagamit ko so far, this 2024. And gusto ko yung yung kanyang pagka-sharpness, yung kanyang pagka-punchiness ng colors. I really love it from the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. And since meron siyang level 1 na wideband security level, you can watch HD 1 to sawa sa Netflix. And kung nanonood ka naman ng videos dito sa YouTube, expect mo maganda, vibrant, and really sharp ang kanyang colors. Black is blacker. Talagang mag-e-enjoy ka ng gusto dito sa phone na ito while you're watching your favorite contents. Now, ito phone na ito has stereo speakers. Isang bar dito sa ilalim and the other is coming dito sa kanyang earpiece. Check lang natin kung gaano kalakas. Crazily malakas ang kanyang sound. Totoo. Now, naglaro tayo ng 3 game titles dito on this phone. Call of Duty Mobile, Farlight 84, and Genshin Impact. Call of Duty Mobile, expect mo a really nice and smooth na gameplay dito, even though that this is a Google Tensor na alam natin, hindi siya masyado optimized for gaming, but it was able to perform this Call of Duty Mobile. Naglaro tayo ng rank match, ng VR matches, and it was quite smooth. Wala kang maging problema dito. The graphics is good, the touch response is also good, and the sound quality is quite good. Pinakamainit na na-achieve na dito is 41 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay. Pagdating naman sa Farlight 84, expect mo a good graphical settings din. Though hindi ko naman siya sinagad sa kanyang best graphical settings na pwede iset dito. Nag-lower down tayo ng 1 step sa HD and it was able to give me a good experience. And wala naman ako halos na feel na frame drops, lalo na pag tumatakbo tayo. And yeah, the game was good. Playing 3 VR matches and after 1 hour, ang pinakamainit na na-achieve ko dito is 43 degrees Celsius. And moving on naman sa Genshin Impact, sinet naman natin sa high graphical settings and 60 FPS. Itong game na ito was able to give me another good experience. Though there are some minor frame drops, lalo na kung medyo heavy battle ka na, pag nagkakumpulan na lahat ng kalaban on a certain point na nag-a-attack ka, mapapansin mo, there are slight delays. No? So, probably the only thing that can compensate for this one is i-lower down mo ang settings mo to give you a smoother na gameplay dito sa Genshin Impact. Alam natin na medyo mas graphical intense si Genshin Impact, so you have to lower down yung graphical settings. So, ang pinakamainit na na-achieve ko dito after 30 minutes of gameplay is around 45 degrees Celsius based sa aking Mansion na thermal scanner. So guys, pag-usapan naman natin ang camera, which is probably one of the highlight ng isang Google Pixel phone. This one has a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS, 48MP na periscope telephoto lens which can give you up to 5 times optical zoom with OIS, 48MP na ultra-wide lens na meron siyang field of view na 123 degrees. Then this one can let you shoot up to 8K and 30, and kanang front-facing camera is stunning. 42MP na front-facing camera with a shooting capability of up to 4K and 60 as well. Last year, I had fun with the Google Pixel 8 Pro, and this time around, we get to play the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. And let's start off with some outdoor shots. So, looking at some of these photos, I would say na pretty nice and very decent. No? Pag zoom in mo dito sa photo na ito, kita mo may mga micro na parang hair dito sa bulaklak, which looks really nice though, and kind of exotic. Now, if you look at this shot naman, makita mo mga water droplets, looks very nice. And what's nice dito sa camera ni Google Pixel is that hindi niya sinasaturate ang mga photo. It looks very natural yung kanyang pagka-green. And if you look at this photo naman, medyo okay naman mga leaves na dito when you zoom it in. Medyo preserve pa rin siya. Though nag-soften siya ng konti, but it's still nice and very sharp. Now, looking at this plant shot, it looks nice, and pag tinignan mo ka ng background blur, it looks very nice. As well as this one, maganda ka ng pagka-focus sa subject. Now, nung kumuha tayo ng konting photo ng mga isaw dito sa labas, it looks also pretty nice and decent as well. Now, nung nilalaro na natin ang kanilang iba-ibang lenses, this is a ultra-wide shot, a normal shot, 2 times, 5 times, 10 times, and this is a 30 times zoom. Medyo unusable siya, medyo soft na siya, but up to 10 times is still nice and decent. Now, one thing to love naman dito sa kanya is that yung kanyang color dito sa ultra-wide niya and ang kanyang normal lens looks almost the same. Not exactly the same kanyang color, but almost. Now, if you're trying to take some shots naman on the bridgeway, it looks nice naman and pretty clean ang shot niya. And taking a simple shot like this one, pag you zoom it all the way dito sa kanyang signage, makita mo na it's locks in solid drive. Sharp ba kanyang camera? And taking an animal shot like this one, kita mo ang ganda ng details sa kanyang whiskers. Then if we move to indoor, taking some plant shot, mga flower shot on indoor, you really get some nice and very decent shot from this camera. And I really love it. Almost the same kay Pixel 8 Pro. Now, kung ang hanap mo naman is food photography, you really get some nice shot dito sa kanya. Though hindi siya kasing saturated ng ibang camera from other brands, but you really get some nice na shots also from this one. Look at this salad shot. Looks really nice and vibrant. And just looking at this is made out of mga vegetable. And yeah, ang ganda rin ang tingnan, no? Even tong mga tinapay looks really nice and yummy. And further, taking some food shot like mga tuna sashimi, looks nice. Itong mga tempura looks good also. And itong mga food shot na na-capture ko dito sa kanyang camera looks really nice and very good ang kanyang pagka-reproduce sa kanyang color. Mapapakain ka talaga, especially this one. This one is probably one of my favorite shot. It was really still itong photo na ito. Kung medyo low light din, it was able to perform really nice. And taking some of this shot while busy mga chef is looking good. And makita natin na pag sinumit natin, all the details are really preserved. Now, if you want to see more shots from my camera, follow me on my Facebook page to see the other shots na ipopost ko from this camera. Now, if you're taking some outdoor shot, probably one of the better na camera for selfie is this one, so Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. I was able to take some really nice mga photos from the outdoor using the selfie camera, and I'm really amazed dito sa kanya. It was able to take some really nice na selfie, no, which other cameras could hardly get. And trying it on indoors, equally said, maganda rin ang mga hindi mo siya ma-feel na nag-soften siya. Kasi makita mo pa rin mga water droplets sa akin, no, kahit pawis tayo. And kahit medyo low light, okay pa rin naman siya. And itong camera na ito is just simply perfect even for groupies. Kasi meron siyang ultra-wide lens to take your groupies. So guys, right now, hawak natin ang Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. And this is the resolution you'll be getting when you're vlogging using the front-facing camera. No, medyo slippery sa aking kamay, but you can get a case na maganda to be able to grip it properly using your bare hand. So, what can you say? So, yan guys, nakita na ang performance ng front-facing camera. I would say very stable siya even on one hand. Probably the only thing na reklamo ko dito sa kanya is that medyo slippery ang kanyang frames dahil medyo shiny siya. I kinda lost grip a bit on this one and almost nalaglag din siya, no? But I was able to hold much firm kaya hindi naman siya nahulog. Now, if you're using naman the rear camera to take the video, I would say very stable, taking a 4K video. As expected naman to from a really nice na Google Pixel na camera. Now, one thing na napansin ko dito sa kanyang camera is naglo-load siya ng konti when you take a photo. So, pag pindot natin na photo, hindi siya instant na isang snap na capture niya. Akala ko una naka-night mode ako, but nag-hard reset ako. But it's still the same. You know, diba, nag-iisip pa siya ng konti. And pag-load din ng photo, medyo nagpa-processing din siya. Takes a split of a second before siya naglo-load ng mga photos. Hindi siya ganun kabilis mag-load. Hopefully, makorekto in a future update. So guys, pag-usapan natin some function na nakakatuwa dito yung kanyang AI dito sa phone ni Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. What I can do, kasama nga pala natin si Sir Jerris sa photo na ito, pinutin lang natin edit. There are a lot of things na pwede mo siya magawa dito sa photo na ito. What we can do is enhance. Okay, but of course, syempre, save a copy muna before anything else bago mo siya i-edit. Now, in this single photo, there are a lot of things na ginawa ko sa kanya, no? Which is nakakatuwa naman. You can make it a portrait photo, pwede mo siyang gawin medyo background blur sa likod, and there are other things na pwede mo magawa sa kanya, which is nakakatuwa naman. Now, pwede mong gamitin ang kanyang magic editor dito, which is this one. So, sabi niya, mag-backup muna, then upload niya sa server. Kailangan mo i-discard, no? Then, this is the fun part. Pinutin natin itong magic toolbrush nito. Auto-framing. Now, mag-generate siya ng different frames to let you post on different social media accounts. Pwede na siya pang post sa Insta, pwede sa FB. So, this is yung parang mas zoom out using AI. This is nakakatuwa, no? I think this is a more focus in, crop in na photo via AI. And this one, ginawa niyang portrait shot now, which is kind of looking really nice naman. And yeah, it's a really neat trick. Pwede mo rin siyang gawing portrait. So, these are some AI portraits na nakuha niya, na generate ng AI niya, no? Just can pick one and yeah, looks nice. No? So, pwede mo siya i-delete mga tao dito. Maganda, mukhang talagang nawala silang dalawa, no? Which nakakatawa naman tong photo na ito. Ayan. So, there you go. So guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Google Pixel 9 Pro XL? Is it worth the hype? Honestly, umabot na sa ibang tech reviewer ang hype. This is definitely a good phone. In terms of camera performance, wala akong masasabi talaga dito except na medyo delay siya. And hopefully, makorek siya ng firmware update niya. Second is that it looks kind of iPhone-ish, which, well, for me, a good side and a bad side. A bad side is parang nawawalan ka ng pagka-distinct taste ng kanyang sides. But pag once na nakita mo naman ang likod niya, it's definitely a Pixel phone. And three, I definitely love yung kanyang display. Ang kanyang loudspeaker is malakas. Battery life has improved. And there's nothing not to like about the phone na ito. Except na sinabi ni Jerry Riggs everything na this is a hard to repair na phone. Worth the hype? Goods to sa akin. I'm not sure kung goods din sa inyo. Let me know on the comments. So kung gusto nyo mabili ito phone na ito, pwede nyo check out ang page ni Team Friday's Marketplace, and I'll be posting the link on the description box below kung saan siya pwede makontak. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a sub to this channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.